We're recording now as we work together. So this is a review of Chapter 2, and this is actually 2B. Yeah. Okay, so we have 7 12 of 15. What does of mean?
Of means times.
Of means times. So basically this means 7 over 12 times what?
Times 15 over 1.
15 over 1. Excellent. Now, when we're multiplying or dividing fractions, right, do we need the denominator to be the same, or can it be different?
It can be different.
It can be different. So in this case, we just simply knock this off. So this is
basically
7 times what?
7 times 15 over
12. 12. What's 7 times 15?
7 times 15.
So now we have this answer, 105 over 12, because 7 times 15 is 105.
So how many times does 12 go into 105?
Correct. And
I'm sorry, I was a bit...
So I'll just review this a little bit. So that's 3 over 4, right? Times 8 over 9, correct?
Yep.
Now, you simplified it. 8 times 3 is 24. 4 times 9 is 36, correct?
Yeah.
And we know that 12 goes into both of those, right? 12 goes into both 24.
Good.
I love my giant 1. I know you don't. But 12 goes into 24 how many times? Twice. And into 36, 3 times. So we have the same answer you got. Now, which was less work? Your work or my work? My way.
My way.
Your way was much less work. That's why we do cancellation. So
Which cannot work for anything?
It can work for anything. So let's do 9 over 10 times 5 over 6. So we can cancel. And so we're looking at the relationship between the diagonals, right? Mm-hmm. The numerator and denominator of the opposite fractions. Does 5 have something in common?
Yes, 2.
2. So 5,
it's
we can make that 1. 10 becomes 2. 6, does 6 and 9 have anything in common?
Yes, 3.
What? 3. So how many
this would
times?
become 2, and that would become 3.
That would become 3. Got it? Now we have our answer. What is 3 times 1?
3 times 1 is 3. And 2 times 2 is 4.
Boom, bada bing. Okay. Now we're going to do 5 over 8 divided by 10 over 7. Do we divide fractions?
No.
No, we don't divide fractions. What do?
We multiply them.
We multiply the what?
We flip them, I guess.
We flip them. We multiply the reciprocal. So the 7 is on top, the 10's on the bottom. So we don't multiply fractions. We don't divide fractions. We multiply the reciprocal. I don't know. That's what I like to say in my head. So now we have this. Go ahead and do this. I'm going to put on pause. So 7 over 16 is correct?
Yeah.
Great job. When I read, can you read that to me? What does it say? Right here. What does this say?
3 liters of volume cost 213. So 3 liters equals 213.
So 3 liters of equals, you're right.
Find what 1 liter equals, and then we can find what 5 liters equals by adding 2 times 1 liter.
Okay, so what is the cost of 5 liters lemonade, right?
Yeah.
So 3 liters equals 213, and 5 liters equals what? Now we're going to put, if we don't know what it is, we can put a variable there. What's a variable? Give me a letter for a variable.
N.
N, okay.
X.
N or X. We'll put N. That's the first word he says. So now we have 3 equals that, right?
Yeah.
And 5 should equal something similar.
Yeah.
You see what I did?
Yeah.
So I wrote this out. Now what do? All right, the whole fact that what this is basically saying is that the relationship of 3 to 213 is the same as 5 to this, correct?
Yeah.
So 3 liters equals 213.
Yeah.
5 liters equals something. So one way we can do it, you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching.
We can cross multiply.
But then how do we know what N is?
Okay, so now that's step 1. Step 2, we have, what's N times 31? Is it 31? 3 liters. What's N times 3?
N times 3, we don't know.
This is a liter. That's an L. So N times 3, we don't know, so that's going to be 3N, correct?
Yeah.
What is 5 liters
It's
times 213?
5N.
Times 2.13 is what?
Oh, you can use your calculator for that?
Okay. So 5 times this is 1065. Now what do? We can divide by 3. You focused? A little hard, huh? And boom. And now n equals 1065 divided by 3. Let's see what that is. Now, it seems a little complicated, but we did this correct, and I can tell you why. The price for 5 liters will be $3.55, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if we take, so what we did is I put it into a relationship. I wrote 3 liters is $2.13, correct? So I'm going to erase this so we can see. You okay?
Yeah.
3 liters equals $2.13. What is 5 liters? Well, 5 liters will equal whatever, the same relationship between 3 and 2.13 will be 5 to this. Make sense? Therefore, we simply write it into a fraction form that, like this. Okay?
Okay.
I wrote it like 3 equals that. I wrote underneath that 5 equals this. Now we don't know. So what we can do now is simply do what you do is cross multiplying, right? So we cross multiplied and we said n goes to 3. So now we have 3n. And 5 goes to 213. So you can see this. It's a little confusing, right?
Yeah.
And by cross multiplying and doing some algebra, we get that n is 355. Now check this out. You ready? 3 divided by 5 is 0.6. 2.13 divided by 355 is 0.6.
Okay.
So the ratio of these numbers is the same, and that's how we know we got it correct. So the way in your book is maybe less complicated than the way I showed you before, right? 21 equals 21 sweets weigh 336 grams. So what the book is saying, we'll divide by 21, right? So 21 divided by 21 is what? What's 21 divided by 21?
21 divided by 21 equals 1.
Good. And we're going to divide the other side by the same
Okay, so we're going to divide
Same thing.
that by 21.
336 divided by 21 equals, so that equals 16. I'm going to write in blue. Therefore, we just found out that 1 sweet is 16 grams. Got it?
Yes.
You following?
Yeah.
Now, so the question is, what is the mass of 30 sweets? So then 30 sweets, what would we do? What would you do to find the mass of 30 sweets? What would we do? You multiply to find this answer. All we got to do is we got to take 30 and we multiply it by 16, and the answer is, what's the answer? 480. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 40.
480 grams. Okay.
Right here.
So what they do is they take the problem and they divide it by 1. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's give, I'll just try another one more. Okay, so 12 inches is 30 centimeters. So 12 inches equals 30 centimeters, right?
Yeah.
Now the question is, how many centimeters
Go into.
are equal to 20 inches?
So we know.
So-
So we divide this by 12.
Now we have 20 inches equals what? That's the question right there. Great job, Aurel. So you nailed this. You divided 12 by 12 to get 1. And then you divided 30 by 12 to get 2.5. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that means 1 inch is 2.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
Correct? So then 20 inches would be 20 inches times 2.5, and you get 50. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very nice. We know you got the right answer because we know that
But they all have the same ratio.
they all, oh, beautiful. They all have the same ratio. 12 divided by 30 is the same as 20 divided by 50.
Exactly.
30 divided by 12 is the same as 50 divided by 20. Correct?
Yeah.
And then we can even go the opposite. We can even go diagonally. 12 divided by 50 is the same as 30 divided by 20, and vice versa.
Exactly.
Super cool, huh? So the relationship here, the ratios are all the same. That's how we know you got the right answer. Very nice.